Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I had to take last week off, but I'm back. And unfortunately, I didn't do my order till this morning, so I won't have any of the newer. This is from the pre-order, but I didn't order anything. I ordered it this morning from the new annual catalog. Now, this has a little bit less new stuff in it than normal because they're going to rely heavily on online exclusives and on the mini catalogs, okay? So, but there is a whole bunch of new stuff, just not as much as in past years. But you should have gotten yours if you spent $50 or more with me within the last year. I will send you one. For my project today, I made a box that is 3 by 4 by 1.5, and in it, I'm putting a Sephora gift card and this little shampoo or lotion bottle. I got this at Five Below. It's a pretty tall box, so this will fit a lot of nice things in it. The person that gets this gift with the gift card can get some of their lotions and potions they love and put it in a travel size if they want to. Okay, so I'm using the Flowers of Beauty bundle, and I'm using the Happy Mother's Day from the Flower Card stamp set, which is still active. Okay, so what we need for this project is one of the new in colors. This is Petunia Pop. We need a piece that is 9.5 by 7 3/4. We need 6 pieces of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. 2 are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. 2 are 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. And 2 that are 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, so that's our DSP. And then from the Flowers of Beauty dies, I cut 2 of these pieces. And that die is right here. And I cut 1 from Soft Seafoam and 1 from Old Olive. I think I'm going to switch it up this time and put the Old Olive behind the Soft Seafoam spray. Okay, we'll see how that looks this time. All right, so we also need some basic white for stamping. Okay, this is my host code. Please put that in for any purchases over $150, not including shipping and tax. Okay, I'm gonna get my Simply Scored. We're gonna start on the 9.5 inch side. And coming up, I'm already collecting for my, I'm gonna be doing a Halloween kit, and I already have some of the things, so I don't know what Halloween sets we'll have, but I already started collecting, so that's a definite. Okay, so again, 9.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2, 3.5, 5, and 8. Turn it to the 7 3/4 inch side and score at 1.5, 5.5, and 7. I did get some birthday surprises from 2 people. I have Barb's here. Mary's, I have to bring the card, is displayed upstairs in my home. This one I brought down. This is from Barb. Beautiful card. I love it. And she gave me some more of her chocolate covered potato chips. I love them. So I appreciate this so much, Barb, and the fact that you thought of me on my birthday. I appreciate that. All right, and tomorrow I will show you Mary's. Okay, so now I'm going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay, so with the 1/2 inch rectangle over here, there is a 3/4 inch strip at the top and a 1.5 at the bottom. And this is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to start down over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into the skinny rectangle. Go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the first score line. And then you want to wedge both sides of the square. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and now wedge both sides of the square. Okay, so now turn it so that your 1/2-inch rectangle is over here. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle, and wedge both sides of the square. Go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off this bottom rectangle and wedge both sides of the square. Okay, now we're going to take those 4 pieces off, and I'm going to take the score line with it so that it's nice and smooth on the top, and then wedge up into this skinny rectangle. Okay, now you just want to round the top corners here of our flap. And that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done scoring and cutting. Okay, now we need some tear and tape. Put it on what's left of your 1/2-inch rectangle next to the score line. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to get the backing off. And then I'm going to flip it over and attach the 2 sides together. Okay, so now this is our back, and I'm going to use glue to close the box. All right, now we need our designer series paper, and the 2 largest are going to go on the front and the back, and these are the long sides and the short sides. All right, now we'll just let that dry and we'll do our stamping. Okay, so I'm using Bubble Bath Ink, Petunia Pop Ink, and Tuxedo Black. The Petunia Pop and the Bubble Bath seem to go really well together for this flower. So I also need my Stampin Pierce Mat for this one. And we're going to start with the Petunia Pop. And we're going to do 1 large flower and 2 small. So this is the outline of the larger flower. And where's my small? Here we go. And then this is the outline of the 2 smaller. Okay. Now we're going to bring in the Bubble Bath ink, and we're going to do the inner pieces. Okay, and then we need our Tuxedo Black for the Happy Mother's Day. I fussy cut out the Happy Mother's Day, but if you wanted to, before you put your front DSP on, you could just stamp it down here. There we go. All right, and I'm going to cut these out and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to switch these around this time, and I'm going to glue the old olive spray of leaves first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. You don't have to glue down every piece. All right, and I'm going to put this a little bit over to the side, but straight up. Okay, and then for the soft seafoam piece, I'm going to take some dimensionals, and wherever I think the flowers are going to be, I'm just going to put 2. So the flowers should cover this. And then I'm going to put this just like that. Okay, and it will stick through, but we're going to put the flowers over it, so it's not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to put one of my big flower right here. I'm just going to put it on there with liquid glue. Right about there. Okay, and then I'm going to put one of the small flowers behind this leaf here and right up onto the Old Olive. Okay, and then the third one I'm going to put right here. So you know what? I'm going to take, since I'm going to put that there, I'm going to take the backing off, make it easier. I'm going to take a nice big dimensional and put it right where I'm going to put this flower over. Okay, and then we won't see it, but it'll keep the leaves kind of up a little bit for a three-dimensional look. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we need our Mother's Day, and we're going to put mini dimensionals on this and put this right about right there. Okay, now we need some of the Petunia Pop bordered ribbon, and I'm going to tie a bow. All right, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue and a glue dot on the back. And then I'm going to place this so that I can stick this tail underneath the Mother's Day so it doesn't get in the way. And then I'll just trim them again just to make them fit nice. Okay, and then for the final touch, let me just lift this up a little. There we go. Okay. And now you have your Happy Mother's Day showing, which I like. All right, and then for the final touch, I'm going to add some rainbow dots in the bubble bath. Put big one there, a small one there, and another big one right over there. And that's it. Okay, all my info is below. I'd love it if you would join my Facebook group. That gives you a heads up sometimes when I'm not going to be around for a little while. And I put sales and free shipping notices and stuff like that on there. Okay, and there's a new joining bonus going on right now. You get $125 worth of product, free shipping, which is good, for $99. You pick whatever you want, and then there's no obligation. If you don't want to continue, you let the 3 months expire. But you're also going to get all 5 of the in-color ink pads, Stampin' Right markers, a pack of the cardstock, and the DSP that matches it. Okay, and that's just free. It'll automatically be added to your cart. You don't have to add that. Okay, it'll automatically come to you in the box when you get your whole set. All right, I would love to have you on my team. We do some fun things with my upline. We do some bingo and some other fun things throughout the year. So I would love it if you would join. All right, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.